wellnesscoach.com, and I'm a wellness coach specialising in colour therapy. Today I'm going to be introducing the blue avian race and highlighting 5 of their key attributes. The Galactic Federation of Light comprises of so many weird and wonderful ancient beings of light, all of whom share the same purpose and vision for the Earth as she literally is reincarnating into the 5th dimension. Now, some of these look extremely human-like, such as the Pleiadians, but it can be a lot more challenging to accept the appearance of some of the other members of this universal team. Okay, so I want you to bear with me here because what I'm about to say might come across as being a little bit cray-cray, a little bit bonkers, but you know, the first time I heard it, I questioned it severely as well. But when I started to bring the information down into my heart, I started really understanding and feeling that this could be a possibility and a probability. So the blue avians are actually the highest avian race. They are 8-foot tall beings with kind of bird-like features, and they are humanoid, but they also have these beautiful blue, these sort of deep indigo blue feathers. Can you visualize them? Good. Now, they exist, because they're multi-dimensional beings, they exist anywhere between the 6th and 9th dimensions, leaving us humans well behind in the 3rd to 5th dimensions. They act as a single intelligent entity and are the messengers and facilitators of the one infinite creator. So they actually started visiting the planet billions of years ago in these huge, great big spherical spaceships. And on a different dimension, there's actually over 100 of them in our solar system. These spacecrafts are absolutely colossal. They're beautiful, and they are home to these gorgeous avian beings. Now, these beings are bringers of peace, so they're actually on our side and strongly against the Earth's ruling cabal. Okay, so I want you to try and get your head around this one as well. Their spaceships are actually creating a blockade within our solar system because each one is as big as a planet, and actually they're there to try and prevent the Earth's ruling cabal from escaping. Their technology is far superior to our secret space missions, and actually our secret space missions technology is much more advanced than we could possibly even comprehend. Now, they're part of an alliance with other humans and other beings of light that are here to kind of work against the Earth's ruling banking mafia. The avian extraterrestrials originally came from a different universe, but actually, as they've evolved, they're now located around different points in our universe. They were actually seeded by 12-dimensional avian beings in 3-dimensional planets in various different galaxies around our universe. And the realm that they come from, I suppose we would consider to be the angelic realm. They evolved with a huge diversity of colour, size and adaptations, and many of them developed an expanded consciousness because of their ability to see a much bigger picture of the world. Now, they were able to eventually teleport and use their minds to be able to project themselves further and further out into distant lands and planets, where eventually they made homes for themselves. And later on down the track, they were involved in genetic experiments with humans. And of course, that created new races. Now, they also gifted birds to our planet and other planets throughout our galaxy and our universe, and that was really to help to control the electromagnetic atmosphere. They are known for their bright intelligence and multi-dimensional sight. Many are fantastic spiritual masters and teachers and are involved in the planetary governance of many other worlds. They have the ability to easily raise vibrations because they're not confined by, they're such free thinkers and feelers. They're definitely not confined by the limitations of the collective group consciousness. High-dimensional avian forms are often called upon for their naturally higher perspectives. They can send a projection of themselves forward to attend consultations at meetings around the universe. Now, they've got a long history with planet Earth, and actually they've often attempted to send information via our high priests and shamans. So the Avians are actually assisting with the movement of global disclosure on planet Earth, and they're part of what's called the Sphere Being Alliance. They're monitoring the energies coming in to the planet as well to try and stabilize them. Because they have the ability to kind of shift vibrations and frequencies, they're also here to really aid in this global ascension process. They exist beyond the confines of time and space, and have helped develop the spirituality of man for millions of years, and have appeared in human mythology for literally centuries and centuries. If we go back to ancient Egypt, we can see that the Egyptian god of the sun was named Ra, who had a humanoid form with a bird-like head. And he was said to have created the seasons, the months, the years, the plants and the animals. Now, Ra was often depicted as a humanoid with the head of a blue eagle and wearing a beautiful crown as well. Now, another example is the Egyptian high priest called Thoth. Now, he was said to develop, he was really good at resolving disputes fundamentally, but he was also excellent at developing magic, writing and science. These beings have ascended from our current level of reality to 6th to 9th densities, and they're able to travel at will across the universe. They can communicate via telepathy and often contact us during our dreams to pass on information. They're very peaceful beings as well, so remember that there's never been any cases of them abducting us like other alien species. They like to support us, and they like to help raise our vibrational frequencies by encouraging us to be of service to each other. And they can sometimes just be known to give us a light, gentle touch so that we know that they're there. Or, they've developed this kind of secret sign language as well, which is known throughout the Galactic Federation of Light. They want us to develop ourselves personally. They want us to let go of all those things that are no longer serving us and forgive ourselves and forgive other people. They want us to help each other so that we can continue to raise the frequency of the planet and help this ascension process along beautifully. Remember, they are beings of love, and although they are much more advanced than we are and sit on this much higher frequency, they still want us to be able to become the best versions of ourselves so that we can kind of start to experience heaven on earth. They also work extremely closely with the Pleiadians, and they speak to us about the activity around the North and South poles. Now, over the years, many of these portals around our planet have been closed off, especially around those areas, and visiting species have been able to find ways of reopening them so that we have access to the inner worlds again. So, what are the main characteristics of the Blue Avians? Well, they've got many, but I've whittled it down to these 5. Number 1 is that they are expansive, uplifting visionaries. They have keen observation skills, and they are hyper efficient as well. So they're very expansive in the way that they think and feel, and they can uplift any situation. So they're capable of raising vibrations, but they're also pioneers of new waves of thinking and creation as well. Because they're so creative, they can bring about change. They're very dynamic. Number 2 is that they have sharp intelligence and memory. Everything that they experience is held deep within their memory banks and can be retrieved upon request. They are also very, very sharp intellectually, and they can perceive things from lots of different perspectives. So they're often known to help inventors come up with brand new solutions. Now, they are free thinkers and feelers, and they're not confined by the collective subconscious. So they really do like to be able to kind of let themselves go and use this vivid intellect and imagination to be able to kind of run riot. Number 3 is that they have multi-dimensional awareness. They're called upon for their higher perspective to attend many meetings, and they can actually send an energetic form of themselves to those so that they can be present in numerous different places all at one time. And they've also got multi-dimensional sight. Number 4 is freedom and honour. Because they don't like feeling restricted, it is essential that these beings experience true freedom. And because they honour other people and other beings, they expect that same honour back in return. And finally, number 5 is that they are humorous and kind. Now, they are known to have a very keen sense of humour, and they can alleviate fear with this. People that have encountered them have often told stories about how they have acted a little bit foolishly to kind of try and get them laughing. But they've also noted that they have been extremely kind, considerate and thoughtful, and have wanted them to feel as comfortable as possible. So actually, only a few 100,000 avian souls incarnate on Earth. And this is because they don't like to be restricted in any way, shape or form. So it's actually quite uncomfortable for them to be in a human body. It feels really wrong to them. Now, they want to obviously help raise the vibration and frequency of the planet. So those that have come in are really keen to be able to assist that process of ascension. The Avian Starseeds, because they've got such a very keen intellect and very, very solid memory, they would tend to occupy professions such as scientists or professors, inventors or detectives, and those types of industries. So what about you? Do you feel like you could be an Avian Starseed? It's a lot less likely than some of the others, like the Sirians, Pleiadians, or those from Orion. Let me know in the comments below if you feel that you resonate with the blue avian race. I'd be really interested to find out. Look, I'll be back next week with some more insights for you, and who knows what we'll be exploring then. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.